You are certainly the first inmate I have sent to isolation, but I can see no other alternative. I suggest you use the opportunity to do some very serious thinking about your past behavior and attitudes.
But how long am I going to be there?
Indefinitely.
All our friends, and the only people to speak up for us are two criminals.
We've only ourselves to blame for that.
There's no way I'm going to call on their evidence. Nothing's going to make me.
I don't like the idea any more than you do, Mum, but might be our only chance.
I'd rather ask Michael to testify.
No, Mum.
But he knew about the accident, how it changed Brian. The court would accept his testimony.
I don't want Michael back in my life in any capacity.
She's got no right to opt out. We're lovers. Some lover when she leaves me at the mercy of the scumbags in here. Oh, you couldn't tell, Mrs. Jackson. It's shocking, isn't it?
Not particularly.
Oh, no, I should have realised. I suppose you're used to lesbians working in here. Wouldn't be surprised if you're a dyke yourself.
When can I take her home?
Home?
Well, you know, Wentworth.
Oh, yes. Well, she's going to need medical attention. Something far more specialised than Wentworth can give her.
Yeah, but I've got to look after her, don't I? I mean, I'm the only mum she's got.
Yes, but you don't understand, my dear. She has a severe respiratory problem. She won't be able to leave until that's cleared up. And you won't be able to look after her until you've left Wentworth.
Mr. Reed wants to see you, Bea, and your craft work.
Well, what's he want to see that for?
He didn't say.
Probably wants to make sure I'm being a good girl.
Now, don't knock it. It's pretty unusual for a prisoner to be taken out of isolation to discuss their craft work.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty lucky he's trying to help. How are you getting on here?
Oh, great. Not exactly what I was used to at the Menzies Hotel, though.
Come in.
Bea Smith to see you.
Oh, thanks, Meg. Come in, Bea. Sit down.
I'm due in reception. I'll get Vera to take her back.
So. My, we have been busy. May I have a look?
It's not exactly hard work.
Yeah, but you are enjoying it, though, aren't you? All right, Bea, you've been put in isolation, but you must admit that you gave the governor good reason.
Well, what do you expect? Sharon was coming the heavy, and no one comes the heavy with me.
Yes.
All right, it was stupid. Bloody stupid. Look, if I'd known Chrissy was going to get hurt, I wouldn't have... I don't want anything to happen to that baby. All right, it was all so stupid because the governor can put me in isolation as long as she likes, and meanwhile Sharon Gilmore's got the run of the prison. Right?
Right.
Right, yeah, right. I should have my bloody head examined. Sharon's just a smart-ass kid. She didn't need me to fix her up. I should have just stood by and waited and she would have done it all on her own. If I behave myself, do you think Mrs. Davidson might change her mind?
Mrs. Davidson said that she's given up on you. Mind you, the way that you've taken to this project should go in your favour.
It's not going to do you any harm either, is it? Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to look really good with the department. If this does well, the craft thing, and the radio station catches on, going to be a couple of feathers in your cap.
All right, Bea, I won't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do. Provided that you set an example.
Well, I'll need some more materials.
Fine. Come in.
I've come to take Smith back.
She's nearly ready. There you are. That should keep you going.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all, I think. I'll get Vera to send me back to my suite.
Mm. Thank you, Miss Bennett.
What was all that about?
Just a little project you had in mind. Wanted to ask my advice.
Oh, is that so? What is it this time?
Well, he's thinking of selling a call girl service. Wanted to know if he should put you in charge.
I suppose you think you're very funny, Smith.
I said you'd frighten the customers.
Here's a little something you don't know, Smith. Latham had her baby. Two months premature. Touch and go, I believe.
You don't say.
Brought you down a peg or two, didn't it? Latham's fine. She'll be back here soon enough. But she won't have the baby with her.
Why not? Well, why not?
Unfortunately, being premature, the baby's lungs aren't properly developed. Thanks to you, Smith, it may die. It'll certainly be in hospital for some time. And Latham won't have it in Wentworth at all.
Are you taking me back or not?
What's the hurry, Smith?
We better go, Vera. Because if we don't, and I tell the governor why...
Yes, well, Chrissy will be pretty upset, won't she?
I'm afraid there's no alternative. Surely she doesn't want the baby to die.
Huh? Oh, no, of course not.
You don't sound very convinced.
It's just that she's changed so much. I mean, she's been living for that baby and now...
I'm well aware of that. All we can do is help her to adjust to prison life again, as gently as possible.
Well, what about B's two heavies in solitary?
Oh, yes, you'd better let them out.
You're reporting them to the VJ?
What's the point? Smith was the force behind it all, and she's already been punished. The other two are quite harmless without her.
I'll get them back to work then.
Size, I really don't care what sort of food they serve us, as long as it's not cauliflower. I was eating cauliflower when the police arrested me. Ever since then, I can't stand it. I only have to smell cauliflower and I throw up. Ha! Here's your tucker.
Yeah, well, not before time.
Gee, must be driving you mad over here, eh?
I'm enjoying the peace and quiet.
Ah.
Put that on the table.
Oh, yeah. Hey, craft work. It's good, isn't it? Everyone's doing it.
Well, you can just tell everyone to down tools. No more craft work until I give the word.
Oh, but Bee, they're really enjoying it.
You heard what I said. And tell the girls I'm thinking of them and to behave themselves.
Yeah, sure, Bee. I'll do that. See you later.
Oh, and hey, don't go eating any cauliflower. Could make you real sick.
Mr. Davidson.
Good morning.
Good morning. I've got some news for you. I think it's important.
Oh?
Yes, it's about Simpson and Williams. Apparently, the night before Williams' husband was killed, they turned up at the halfway house and asked to be taken in for the night. There were signs that Williams had been assaulted.
Where did you get this information?
Well, Lizzie came to see B. Smith yesterday. She mentioned it to Smith, and Smith thought we should know.
Well, Lizzie's hardly the sort of witness they need.
No, it's not just Lizzie.
Thank you, Chris.
Good morning. Doreen Anderson saw them, too. And so did the woman that runs the place. What's her name?
Rhonda West. Well, 3 witnesses could carry some weight. On the other hand, Williams and Simpson could be just trying to substantiate their story.
Oh, that's hardly likely, is it? I mean, they wouldn't go to all that trouble with the halfway house and then not tell their neighbours.
Oh, that's true.
Well, will I tell the police?
Not yet. The women at the halfway house could be still embittered towards the police. If the detectives arrive and start asking them questions, they could get frightened. They may even deny what has happened. I think it would be better if Paul Reed called around there first, explained the situation, put them at their ease.
Right, I'll tell Paul right away.
You seem very keen to get things moving.
Those women haven't got the faintest idea about how to protect themselves. Williams isn't even eating. Somebody's got to do something.
I suppose somebody does.
What you need is a good country breakfast. Plenty of grub.
Oh, shut up, will you, Lizzie? Oh, there's bugger all and the situation's vacant.
I've said I'm sorry, Dawn.
The fat lot of good that is. You go and lose me my job because you booze, so you can leave me alone.
Oh, I'm just a poor old bugger that nobody cares about.
You know something, Lizzie? You're not wrong, because you always mess things up, that's why.
The only phone I could find was in a pub and that woman was yakking away for hours. I couldn't help that, could I?
Well, all you had to do was stay off the grog until you'd made the phone call.
Oh, Dawn, what about your brekkie?
You cooked it, you eat it.
I'm not hungry.
Well, I'm not hungry either, and I've got to get going, because there's only 4 jobs, and if I leave it any longer, they'll be gone.